Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fridays with Father. Father Gary here. It's Friday before Ascension Sunday. We celebrate now the Ascension of the Lord this coming Sunday. That belief that we have that at the end of his resurrection appearances, Jesus was taken up into heaven. It's a wonderful feast because, as is the case with many of the feasts, it's also a foretaste for us because we believe, as the opening prayer will say this Sunday, that where the head has gone, the head being Jesus, the head of the church will follow. And that's what we have great hope and look forward to. This is a season filled with hope. That's what the resurrection is really all about. We've experienced that hope in glimpses during these days of Easter when we, way back, if you think back to the great Easter vigil when we baptized new Christians into the faith. We remembered our own baptism by sprinkling ourselves with that Easter water. Over the course of this Easter season, we've had the opportunity at many of our masses to celebrate First Communions with young people. And then tomorrow, on Saturday, with around 30 of our young people, we'll celebrate the sacrament of confirmation with Bishop Muggenberg. So another great sign of hope, that sealing of baptism in the holy sacrament of confirmation, and really the empowering by the gifts of the Holy Spirit to send these young people out to be hope for our world too. And it's the theme every year, actually, for the annual Catholic Appeal, because that hope is not just hope that is limited to our parish or even to just me, but it's a hope for all of us. And as we put our gifts together in the annual Catholic Appeal, that becomes hope for all of Western Washington, where more than 60 ministries really feed that hope that Jesus gives us in his resurrection and ascension. And then next week, when we celebrate the coming of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost. Last week, Sylvester shared about how just one element, one aspect of the annual appeal really funds seminarian education, the formation of our priests. And he commented that 24 seminarians now, and about $40,000 or so a year per seminarian. So you can do the math that comes out to be close to $1 million as part of this $11.5 million annual appeal, a goal that we have this year. Our parish is part of that goal. And as you know, that when we reach our goal, then everything above that goal is returned to the parish for a special project. And our project for this year is to spruce up the narthex a little bit. Since that area is an area where we're gathering now as people come in for Mass, as we're also in the John Bosco room, sort of a regular part of worship now. So a little work on sprucing up that area. So that's where our rebate will go this year. But the most important thing is those 60 ministries, really, that we fund through the annual appeal. And as I shared with you last year, and it's as true this year as it was last year when we did the annual appeal, and you were so generous in responding to that appeal, many of the ministries of the Archdiocese have supported us so effectively during this pandemic. Early on, Archbishop Aitchen put together a task force headed by Bishop Muggenberg and supported by Nick Schoen in the Vicar for Clergy's office as a way to really assist parishes as we navigated all the various stages of reopening during the pandemic, and they have just done such a spectacular job. The Human Resources Department, the Financial Services Department, Building and Construction Department. I mean, just so many of the different departments that are funded by the annual appeal have done such a marvelous job in supporting us here at St. Joe's, but all the 168 parishes and missions throughout the Archdiocese. So this is a year to once again just give great thanks to those ministries, and to dig as deep as we can to really fund those ministries, because they continue to be a real sign of hope for us right now and as we anticipate the future. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful, a wonderful spring weekend here in the Pacific Northwest. So I hope you have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you either in person for our 9/11:30 Mass in Spanish, or our 5 p.m. Sunday night Mass, the 9 a.m. and 11:30 also live streamed. So hope to see you either live or in person at those Masses. And again, please keep our young people who will be confirmed tomorrow by Bishop Muggenberg in your prayers. They are also a sign of great hope for us. God bless everyone. Have a great weekend.